What is up, my brothers and sisters? It's your boy Juice. Um, you know, all I see left and right on YouTube and the topic that people keep talking about is the UFO and the alien stuff that's going on. And it's become a major topic, especially lately, because apparently they released some more grainy videos. The crazy thing is the videos that and the evidence that they supposedly release is supposedly like little snippets of what the government itself as an entity, right? The government entity, because supposedly this footage is from like fighter jets and drones, right? That is drones catching this footage. It's fighter jets catching this footage. And every time I see these grainy videos that I could have just looked up on YouTube myself, right? Like, the videos they're releasing aren't anything special. They've been floating around for years. You could probably just look them up on YouTube and these are like videos from like 10 years ago that were already on YouTube. The footage that they release, that the government entity itself has caught on footage, right? So that's why they say it's authentic, because the government released it and because the government recorded these videos. And it's the shittiest quality, right? It's the most vague, shittiest quality that they can give you. You can't even tell what the fuck is in the videos, right? Like, the one that they've just released is like a star. It's bright, right? It's in the shape of a star. But because of the lighting and the grainy ass footage, it looks like it was recorded in like the 1930s. People with cell phones get better footage than the government's high-tech equipment. Ain't that some shit? I don't know. I just wanted to throw that out there. But back to the subject at hand. People keep talking about Project Bluebeam. And, if Project Bluebeam is to me what Project Bluebeam is to you and everybody else, then we're under the assumption, or they are, so I'm only assuming that this is what they think, because my knowledge of Project Bluebeam is at most the same, without even having to do any research, the same as what everybody else is thinking Project Bluebeam is. And that's that they're going to project some holograms or some images, either from the ground or from fake space itself. And that they're going to fake this alien invasion by doing some theatrical shit. So basically, they're going to beam images in the sky. And apparently, all the governments of the world are in on this, just like everything else. And, yeah. First of all, it's always funny because, like, this crazy-ass footage, there's always, like, new crazy-ass footage coming out, right? And people are like, it's got to be Project Bluebeam, right? It's like some crazy shit happening in the sky, right? And, it never ceases to amaze me that literally everything happening in the skies at this point is Project Bluebeam, because they're going to fake an alien invasion. And we've been waiting for it for centuries now, decades. I mean, there's like paintings from the 1700s of objects hovering in the sky. So apparently, either they had Project Bluebeam in medieval times, or they've been planning this Project Bluebeam since medieval times. So it's been a long time in the making, and well, now they have the technology to do it. And I just think it's odd that they have paintings, and I know when I was a young lad, there was UFO footage floating out there. So I'm assuming they've been practicing this project. They've been trying to perfect their Project Bluebeam for several decades now. And wow, I gotta say, it's getting better and better and better. I mean, it's almost like it's like real. I've got hundreds of videos on my own channel of things that I have observed and researched. I've got hundreds of videos that I've recorded myself of the most authentic, crazy supernatural shit you will ever see or find anywhere. And it's available for free if you choose to do so and look it up on my channel. All you got to do is put in juice grates and put orbs, and hundreds of videos will literally pop up for your viewing pleasure. And you can take the journey that I have taken of observing the unexplained. The videos I have is better than what the fucking government's putting out. It's better than what you're seeing on the internet, right? Like, it doesn't get no better than what I'm showing you on my own channel. For every day, for like 2 years, I literally recorded things coming out of the ground, floating into space, coming from space, coming out of the hills, standing right in front of me. I mean, I've got some crazy ass shit. I wish I could find it all and just make like a collage of it, of the most craziest stuff. But it would take me forever. And to save room, most of the time I usually just deleted the videos that I recorded from my phone because I just posted it on YouTube anyways. So, voila. Like, I don't need the evidence and to save it on a hard drive or in my phone because it's posted on YouTube. There's hundreds of videos. Anyways, so this Project Bluebeam, right? Let me get back on the subject. I don't understand how people think that they intend to pull that off, because very real things are happening in the skies every day now, everywhere, at all times. And that's without the government's intervention. You know what I'm saying? So everyone's aware of this. I've got hundreds of videos. You've seen the videos, right? You're seeing all, this is the subject at hand. The government's talking about it. Everyone's aware of this. The government's just telling us what we already knew, right? So it sounds like they know about just as much as we do. You know what I'm saying? And, I just don't understand how people think the government, how is the government going to pull off a fake alien invasion by beaming images in the sky? Because, again, very real things are being seen at this very moment. And yet, why don't they just take advantage of the real shit that's happening, right? And just say that it's them and it's their Project Bluebeam and that they have the technology to do so. You know what I mean? It seems like they would have to put very little effort into Project Bluebeam at all, because they could just say the real shit that's happening is them and their technologies, right? High tech. 2026. We have the technologies. So without the government's intervention, things are already happening right now as we speak. And yet I don't see people freaking out, killing themselves over it, fucking running to the police station, right? Pulling their hair out, falling in line, right? Asking the government to do something. And then at that, why would anyone count on the government when the government itself makes themselves seem like they can't do anything about it at all either? It's unexplainable. They have no answer. They don't know where they come from. They don't know what it is, right? Whether they're lying or not. they really make it seem like they have very little, that they're just as useless as we are when it comes to that stuff. Like, it's beyond the government. It's beyond us. It's beyond human nature and human beings. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter what technologies you have. Like, they surpass us by millennium, right? Like, there's, the supernatural, right? Like, life and death. You know what I'm saying? God, right? Like, they don't have the answer for that. They you know what I'm saying? And then at that, like, okay, so say they do beam images. Well, how are they going to pull it off after that? Like, are they going to, like, have some, like, dudes dress up in, like, some green men uniforms and come down and pretend like they're aliens? Are they going to cause some explosions? Like, either way, like, okay, like, say they put on a good light show that's makes everybody believe that something's happening in the sky, but, like, how are they going to make it seem like these aliens are coming down and they're actually invading? Because if they just stay up in the sky and it's a really nice light show, like, if that's all they're going to do, like, I don't think anybody's going to be too worried about, like, some lights in the sky. If anything, everybody's going to be like, oh, yeah, that's pretty fucking cool. Wow. Well, how come they never come down? Like, it would be really cool if, like, maybe they came down and we could talk to them or something. Or, like, but, like, how do they intend to do that? Like, I don't think people, like, really have thought that far. Because they keep saying that, like, they're going to do this fake it. And I'm like, okay, but, like, there's got to be more to it than just, like, some lights in the skies, right? To make people, like, fear and, right? And beg for the government to give them an answer when the government itself doesn't have the answer, right? So it's like, well, we can't go to those guys because they don't even have the answer. So, like, I don't think the government's the people who run to and beg for help. It seems like it's well out of their hands as well. But this is a plasma orb that a family caught in their farm. You see how it's split up? You see how there's 3? It's a plasma crystal. This is my video that I recorded. You see how there's 3? See? Split into 2, split into 3. See? And this is my footage. See it? It's the same thing, isn't it? So you're telling me that the government's beaming this image from, I don't know, space, or maybe, like, there's a guy hiding in the mountain over there or something? Or, like, you're telling me that somebody's inside of this thing? How? How did they fit in there? And where are they? Right? Like, what's going on here? Like, so where's the pilot? Where's the ship? Because it almost seems like it's, like, made out of nothingness. Here I am, just kidding, voila, I vanished, right? Into some other dimension or space and beyond, right? Well, what happened to the dude that was inside of it? These are questions that people, like, don't get far enough to ask themselves,